Okay, for this next word problem, we're going to solve a speed problem where conversion of units is required. So let's go ahead and read the word problem. Follow along as I read. A cable car at a ski resort travels a 500-meter segment in 50 seconds. At this speed, how long time does it take to travel 1 kilometer? So we are given the information measured in meters per second. However, they would like for us to figure out in kilometers. So we are going to have to do a conversion within our solution. So let's take a look at the first method that we can use to figure this out. This is called an arrow diagram. And we have, from our information of our word problem, we have 500 meters in 50 seconds. And they'd like us to figure out for 1 kilometer. Well, we know that our information here, we know that 1 kilometer, is equal to 1,000 meters. So how can we get 500 meters to 1 kilometer? Well, we can double 500 and we would come up with 1,000 meters. And how many seconds would that be? Well, if we timesed one side by, we doubled it, times it by 2, then we're going to double our 50 seconds. And so 50 times 2 is 100 seconds. So it takes 100 seconds to travel 1 kilometer. An alternative way is you could have set this up proportionately. So let's do that way. You also could have set it up with, again, from the information from our word problem, 500 meters over 50 seconds. We got that right here. Equals, and I'm going to go ahead and make that conversion now. So I'm keeping with my meters as my numerator. So here's my 1,000 meters. I just converted my 1 kilometer to 1,000 meters. And we're trying to figure out the time. So that's where my x goes. And then all I need to do is simply cross multiply and divide. So let's go ahead and do that next. So 500 times x is 500 x equals, and we're going to times 1,000 times 50. And 1,000 times 50 is 50,000. And then we just need to isolate our variable. So we're going to divide each side by 500. So to isolate our variable, our 500s, they cancel out each other, and we're left with x equals, and then 50,000, we're just going to take some of our zeros away, and 500 divided by 5 is equal to 100 seconds. Okay? And we actually could come up with a different way, an alternative way, lots of different methods in how to solve this problem. We have our 500 meters again, is 50 seconds, and we're going to figure out what 1 meter is. And how would we do that? Well, we're going to divide 50 by 500, and we're going to simplify, and we're going to get, I can just take out my zeros, and 5 goes into 5 one time, and 5 goes into 50 10 times, so we have 1/10. It's getting skinnier and skinnier. So we have 1/10. So 1 kilometer is 1/10 times, now here's where our conversion comes in. We're going to times it by what? Well, we have to remember our information up here, because we have to, 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters, so we're going to times it by, you guessed it, 1,000. And then we're just going to remember, like, 1,000 is over 1, and we can divide 1,000 by 10, and we're going to get 100 seconds. So there's 3 different ways that you could have figured out that problem.